My previous chapter, I was discussing about the chapter number 2, macroeconomic analysis. We have discussed there the circular flow of income. The circular flow of income has three topics: the two-sector model or economics, three-sector model or economics, and four-sector model or economics. So, among these topics, the first topic has been analysis in my previous channel. So now the second topic I am going to tell you about. Let me mention all the topics. Number one, two-sector model or economics, three-sector model or economics, and four-sector model or economics. In two-sector model, we have the farm and household. In the three-sector model, we have the farm, household, and government. And in the four-sector model, we have farm, household, government, and rest of the world. Sector. So in the two-sector model, we have already discussed in my previous topic, that is the farm sector and household sector. In the three-sector model, we have farm sector, household sector, and government sector. And the four-sector model, we have the farm sector, household sector, government sector, and rest of the world sector. So now, in my previous topic, I have already discussed two-sector model. Now I am going to discuss about the three-sector model point-wise. So with diagrams, you have to follow it, and please note down. The three-sector model, we have the farm, household, and government. First, you have to write down the three-sector model is known as closed economy. It is known as three-sector model. It is known as closed economy. It is because it does not have economic relation with other country of the world. So it is called closed economy. In this closed economy, we have only farm sector, household sector, and government sector. So this economy does not have any economic relationship with other country. So therefore, this economy is known as closed economy. Very, very important in the exam point of view. So this model I will explain with the help of diagram also. So please note it down. Okay. After that, the diagram follows in this way. As per the diagram, you first of all draw here household sector. Here you write government sector. This is a government sector. This is a farm sector. So we have three sectors. What happened? Here also, in the similar way, household provides the factor services to the farm. The household provides factor services to the farm sector. Household provides factor services to the farm sector. Factor service means land, labor, capital, and entrepreneur. Land, labor, capital, and entrepreneur is known as the factor services provided by household to the farm. Farm will receive it, and then the farm will use all these factor services. After using, the farm will produce goods and services and these goods and services will be sold in the market. After selling it, the firm will earn money. Firm will earn money, and this money firm will pay the household sector in the form of rent to the land, wages to the labor, capital, interest to the capital, and profit to the entrepreneur. And this is known as factor payment. So, for your better understanding, I would like to repeat the same thing again. The household provides the factor services to the farm. Farm is use the factor services and produce goods and services and sell in the market. Whatever the money the farm will get, this money the farm will pay the factor services, household sector, in the form of rent, wages, interest and profit, and it becomes the income of the household. And from this income level, what the household will do? Okay, the household will pay the taxes to the government. The household will pay taxes to the government and receive the transfer payment. Transfer payment means, what is transfer payment? Transfer payment means the payment which is made by the government to the people without seeking any services. Okay, without seeking any services. So this is very important topic and very easy also. What is transfer payment? If question asks, you can write. Transfer payment is the payment which is made by the government to the people without seeking any service. Right? Have got the points. Next, farm also similarly pays the taxes to the government. Farm also pays taxes to the government and receive the subsidy. Receive subsidies. What is subsidies? Subsidies means relaxation given by the government. Subsidies means relaxation given by the government. Government will give some relaxation to the farm. So this happened in this way. And now taxes. What is tax? Question may arise in your mind. What is tax? Tax is the compulsory payment imposed by the government to the people, and it is the public, the farm, the individual consumer. They must have to pay the taxes. In return, they cannot ask anything. Right? Have you understood now? Okay. Now this is all about your three-sector model: the farm, the government, and household. They are having interlinked in the economic transaction, the farm, household and government, in this way. Now here one independent body is there, that is called capital market. Capital market means financial market. Capital market, it is bank, financial institutions, and it is independent. Okay, it is independent market. So it is an independent market, and the farm, government and household is not compulsory to deposit the money here. यहाँ में गवर्नमेंट को ये बैंक में जमा करेगा या नहीं करेगा, वो उन लोग को अपने ऊपर में डिपेंड करेगा. ऐसा नहीं है कि वो डिपॉजिट करना ही है. जैसे यहाँ क्या होता है कैपिटल मार्केट के साथ, हाउस होल्ड एक्सेस इनकम यहाँ में सेविंग करेगा, और जब जरूरी होगा तो हाउस होल्ड से लोन ले सकता है. गवर्नमेंट भी यहाँ में एक्सेस को सेविंग करेगा, जरूरी होने से गवर्नमेंट भी लोन ले सकता है. फिर फार्म भी एक्सेस इनकम को यहाँ में सेविंग करेगा, और जब जरूरी होगा तो कैपिटल मार्केट से फार्म भी लोन ले सकता है. तो लोन लेना और सेविंग करना ये इंडिपेंडेंट है. सो कैपिटल मार्केट इज नोन एज इंडिपेंडेंट बॉडी of the surplus flow of income. So in this process, the income is flowed from one sector of the economy to other in an economic process. So thank you very much for today, children, and I will come to the next topic tomorrow. Thank you very much.